This is Sharon from Rock On Videos, and we are here with JNYC from Beatdown Productions. Hi, John. How you doing?
How you doing?
Great, great. John, we're here to talk about what you do and your music. So let's take it away.
Basically, I make beats. I'm an islander. I have my home studio here, and this is where it all happens. This is everything happens here.
Great.
I have everything I need right here.
Cool, cool. So tell us a little bit about who your influences are, or how you had gotten started.
Okay. Basically, I guess you would expect to hear famous people as influences. I really don't look up to famous people. What really influences me is the underground people on YouTube, the people in their bedrooms who really, do this as a passion, who aren't making money yet or whatever, because there's definitely a difference between the job and making money and having a serious schedule and just doing it as a passion.
Cool. Well, let me
so,
ask you something, John. What have you learned, from the underground YouTube rappers? Like, if you could show us, some of your beats, or who you've worked with. What rappers have you worked with?
I haven't worked with too many rappers. It's a little tough bringing people into your personal space, so it's a kind of a slow process. It's not like I can just bring people in and out. That's the downside to it. I guess, you get to a certain point where you have to get a place, a garage or some type of professional studio environment where you can separate your personal and business. But right now I'm just, in my bedroom here in my home studio, getting started, Well,
that's a start. I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, people all over the world have started making beats out of their bedroom or in their
well,
garage.
that's really how it starts.
So that's really cool. So can you play us some stuff that you've done, or who you're working with? Because I know that you did mention, a rap group that you.
Yeah, I have a couple guys that I'm working with, and
who are they? Playboy, right?
No, they're not Playboy. The name of the song is Playboy.
Oh,
it's a couple of local guys that I just met.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's who I thought it was.
That seems to be going really good. And
Great.
I did one song so far, and I'm looking forward to producing a whole album with them, because it looks really good.
Great, great. All right, so can you let us hear some of the stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
JNYC. Yeah. Split Pizzy. JNYC on the beat. Yeah. What we do. That's right. Bet you weren't expecting something like this. Nah. Solo. Fresh. Split Pizzy, baby.
JNYC on the beat, you roll with me, you smoke for free. VIP, that's where I be. Split Pizzy, that be my team. I get that green and I make that cash. Look at me, I'm a money maker. That means I'm a major caker, making bread like a fucking baker. Nothing but a troublemaker. Best you can do is a butter facer. Stay with a fat chick, chopper chaser. Me? No, I'll never date her. I'm a player. Cut it quick cause I'm a spader. See you later. Bye bye, you fucking hater. See that chick? I'm a fucker. Tease her first, let her suffer. When I go down, she sing like Usher. She be squirting like a gusher. Hit it from the back and keep it going. Moving in a fast emotion. Sipping on some magic potion. Rub her down with body lotion. Now her pussy wet is soaking. Dick in her mouth and they know she choking. I like it a lot when she deep throat and swallow my shit. The king has spoken. Like it or not, we run the spot. Me and Solo got a lock. And you know that we never stop. We pack them Glocks and let it pop.
We run this spot tonight, and we do what we like. We flash cash out of spite.
We getting paid, boy. We getting paid, boy.
Let's get some hoes tonight. I got a nice buzz and I feel alright. Yeah, smoke some weed and Patron on ice.
We don't play, boy. We some playboys.
I spit the shit, you like the shit, nobody matches up to the kid. We do with things you wish you did, make every track a fucking hit. I spittin' fast just like the twist, we getting cash, we make it fast, we knock you losers on your ass. Stay out my lane, we coming back. Many people said we never last, doing big things, now watch me laugh. You all can go and fuck yourselves and go and check our album sales. Stack our black shit on the shelf, flipping out, you need some help. I got clients to make you yelp, witnesses won't even tell ya. On your own, that's how it goes, we play boys that you know. Take a no-name hoe, watch your money grow, pimping the game because of my flow, I'm feeling good, you're feeling great. I wrote by you, scratch your face, I blew up, your time's too late. I'm White Castle, I what you crave. Smoke a blunt and he's all up, popping bottles, getting buzzed. We on top, how about that cuz? You all soft, that call you fuzz. American made, call me bud, drink me up on what you love. I taste right, can't have enough, can't be beat, I'm a royal flush.
We run this spot tonight, and we do what we like. We flash cash out of spite.
We getting paid, boy. We getting paid, boy.
Let's get some hoes tonight. I got a nice buzz and I feel alright. Yeah, smoke some weed and Patron on ice.
We don't play, boy. We some playboys.
In my hood, gunshots scatter like raindrops. The pain stops when blood splatters and brains pop. I can't stop, got me just scattered in 8 shots. A sip of plain scotch got me gripping my gauge top. I can't stop, everybody know that I spit ill. So I'ma have to spit till I got your entire clique killed. Who next? Bullets ain't too far from your melon. My rhymes kill it, so each one of my bars is a felon. Money forever, never get enough of the bread. Stomp your dome out until my rhymes get stuck in your head. You better jet. When my finger get on a handle, light your block up, just so I can set an example. This is real life, I done been through this. The 5th bullet in my clip is my influence, and I don't play around, that's in the base of my strategy. You fuck around, my hand hits my waist automatically. We run this spot tonight, and we do what we like. We flash cash out of spite.
We getting paid, boy. We getting paid, boy.
Let's get some hoes tonight. I got a nice buzz and I feel alright. Yeah, smoke some weed and Patron on ice.
We don't play, boy. We some playboys. JNYC on the beat. Rob Echo. Split busy for life. You know how we do.
Wow, that was really cool. That song that you did, the music, how long did it take you to write that?
It took me maybe like a couple days to do the track. That's usually the standard, about 2 days to completely do everything.
And you just had like a bunch of like Staten Island guys. How did you put that music out there? Like, how did they know to like contact you?
Through a friend of a friend. I met Danny, and I gave him the track, and he threw it in Pro Tools and got his other 2 boys to rap on it, and we all love it, like, you know, and so that's how we came together, and you know, we have high hopes to make an album. And
cool,
you know,
cool. Now, with the equipment that you use, did you use this keyboard here?
Yes.
Like, could you explain a little bit about how you created it and what type of keyboard?
yeah, this is a Roland Phantom.
Cool. Really
Studio
nice.
standard.
Wow.
Anybody out there that's into studio production or pop rap is going to recognize the Phantom.
Cool. It's really nice.
Um,
Can you show us a few things on here that you can do?
well, yeah. I mean, I'll show you the whole concept of how the song starts, which is, you know, pretty much a standard, not in this particular order, but basically, you dial in a time frame which you become accustomed to with working, you know, beat per minute. You become accustomed to the time frames as you produce songs and stuff. You bring up a time frame, and basically, like, I'll start with a snare,
Okay.
and that gives me my my timing. I build everything off of the snare, and then I'll put in a kick on top of that. Okay, and then I'll throw in a hi-hat.
Nice.
You know, you build it up slowly, like, you know, it starts off with nothing, and you just layer it, put one thing on top, and then crashes.
Now, do you have anything in here that you've already done, produced, that you could play for us?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great. It sounds really good right now.
So you have your beat basically that you build up slowly, and then you drop in instruments, you know.
Cool.
You know, one at a time, as many as you want, as you're going through the song, you just drop in instruments.
Great.
And that right here is a pattern. Now, once you have your main pattern, which would be basically the verse, you'll add a fill, which will be a second pattern, because you have to build the patterns up to produce the whole song.
Okay.
The patterns come in and out. You don't just make one long song. You have to be able to edit, and it's a whole building process. But basically, you'll have your verse, and then you'll have your verse fill, which I'll add in. You can hear the snare drum.
Right. Wow, it's really fat. That's really fat.
So there's an extra snare roll that you add in on a second pattern, so you can drop that in and out. And then you'll have, basically, you'll make your chorus, which is an added instrument.
Why don't you do some rapping for us? Yeah!
And then on the chorus, you'll make another pattern with a snare fill, which you'll hear. So you have your snare fill. Then you'll make an intro.
Cool.
All separate patterns to allow you to build the song.
Now, with this, you use your mixing board, like, to mix everything down? Like, how does that coincide with that?
Well, what you do is you build the whole song in the keyboard, and then you have options after that. Either you can run it into the mixing board and produce a CD, plug in your microphones, record your lyrics, and burn a CD right from there, which this is studio standard. I can burn a professional CD off of it. Or you can plug in to Pro Tools, which is studio standard right now. I like having both of my options. I'll break out the laptop and run everything into Pro Tools, track everything out, and then this also takes microphones and you can put the lyrics in there. And from Pro Tools, you can burn a disc as well. So Pro Tools or the manual old school mixing board.
Okay.
So I have both options.
That's great. That's great. So now, what in the future now, what are you looking for? Like, what is your main goal?
I'm looking to find a rapper or a group to stick with and produce a whole album. I have my own demo album of instrumentals, but I feel that's not good enough to really bring to record studios and radio stations. I want my own rap album, my completed work of art that I'm very proud of, and with every song that I feel is just 100%. And that I want to take and put out there and really, try to get it out there, get my name out there, or whatever.
So what are you doing about that? Like, are you advertising? Do
Well,
you have a website? Like, how do we know how to get in touch with Beatdown Production?
Well, right now, you can see my silly videos on YouTube.
Okay, so how do we go and see it? Like,
JNYC, you can just put in JNYC 10306 and you can see me on YouTube.
Got that, everybody? JNYC 1036.
10306.
10306. Sorry.
There's just some fun going on there, just to play around or whatever. But right now, I just want to get my CD done. I want to build an entire CD and try to put that out there instead of individual songs. For an example, just to take my individual tracks and go on MySpace or anything like that. I want to work on a full pressed, beautiful CD that I'm proud of, that I can then put out there everywhere. That'll be my free work to show off my production skills.
Got you. So basically, you're in the beginning stages. So you want to just get the CD ready, and then that's when you will be breaking out.
Yeah.
Out of your Beatdown production.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So, this is Rock On Videos, and we are here again. This is Sharon. This is John, and we wish you so much luck, and we hope that we'll be seeing you again and again, and hopefully we'll hear some rappers rapping out your beats.